All right, good Saturday to everybody. This is EWhitefield, and I am going to go over my final assignment, which for this class was the search page, functionality, stuff like that. So just real quick, you can see here from my home page that I have a new icon that is the search our inventory icon, and if I click on that, it brings up my search page, which still has all the header and it has all of the pages that were set up over the course of this class. You can see that if I go to this page here, which is my classic vehicles, and I click on it, it still goes back to the search page. If I happen to be in one of the vehicle pages, and again I click on that, it still goes back. So I have full functionality. I am meeting the front-end checklist checklists for no errors. You can see I have no errors or warnings that are showing up in my search page. And in the CSS, I do have 3, but the thing that's interesting is that 2 of these, they are not in my CSS code, which you'll be able to see when you go through the zip files. I don't know where they're coming from. I have looked everywhere and have no idea. I do still have this import error, but again, this is how I'm importing my fonts. And at this point, I'm not changing that based on just this one error because I don't see this as being an error. Also, if I go through and I do the wave report, you can see there are no errors, no contrast errors. So we do meet all the front-end checklist requirements. And as far as functionality goes, you can see that I have in fact created a controller for search, a model for search, and a view for search that, to handle the different aspects of what's being done. So that is also functioning. As far as the processes, if I were to come here and to just click on my search button without entering anything in, it does generate the error. It says, please provide something to search for. And if I were to type in, for instance, let's search for cars that are red, this will bring up all 6 of the results that deal with the cars that have the word or the phrase red. The reason why the mystery machine comes up is because it has red right there in the description. And I hadn't quite figured out how to keep that out without kind of putting the rest of the search results out of whack. You can also see down here at the bottom, I do have pagination set up. However, when I click on it, it just takes me back to a reset page. I have been working on this for hours. I have yet to find a solution. If I do find one, I will let you know. But at this point, I'm just going to call it good. To give you an idea that the rest of it does function properly, if you come and look at the search model, and if we were to change the page per and change the default to 20, and then I were to go and reload this page, and again, I were to search for red, you can see it did say we had 6 results, and now you can see that all 6 results are there. So again, the pagination is sort of there, but I really can't get it to work, and I have tried everything, and so at this point, I'm just going to go with that. It does take information like script something, and it will actually reject that as a search, and it will go back to the default page and show that there were 0 results for that search. And then it will come in here and I can search by green, and I can bring up all my green cars and things like that. So as far as I can tell, it's handling all the interactions with the database properly. It is doing all of the search function as it is supposed to. It is showing the number of results, and it is attempting to paginate. In like I said, when I set it to 3 as the default, and I come back and run that search again, it will show the 3 results. But then if I put in the word the, which is in all 17 of my entries, you can see that it actually does recognize that there are 17 entries. And so it's creating 6 pages at 3 each. So it's doing its best. And when I enter in the word red, it comes up with 6 results, and it is responsive and says, okay, well, the maximum I can show is 3, and it shows that there are 2 pages. So like I said, pagination is mostly there. Showed the sanitizing, errors are handled. If there are no results, it does show 0 results. I mean, it's functioning, and it does what it's supposed to. It does it from all of the pages. So, I mean, I'm happy with where it's at, but I'm not exactly happy that it isn't paginating. But I've gotten everything else done except for that one thing. So that's everything. Thank you so much for the help and the guidance this semester, and everybody have a great day.